Danny Baker's Breakfast Show. Weekday mornings from 6. Danny Baker on BBC London 94.9.
The old smell of Sunday dinner fills the house. Playing a ball game on the floor. Just angel cake and salmon for 2 later on. That is their angel cake still for tea. The phrase BFPO could not be very far away. As they say down the brewery, remembrance of things past. Thank you very much indeed. Good morning, everyone. Very exciting before the break. Now, of course, you're all saying, well, that was unfair. We had all these incomprehensible words that sound like they're pulled out of the Polish language to spell, and then this fella gets awkward. That was too easy. But the adjudicator says that rhythm equally she should have got. Yeah,
it's very simple.
Yeah. So she wins the signed, or rather he does, Ian wins the signed volumes of the Oxford Everythings by the security man. The security man himself is going to sign those.
He'll sign all 4 of them. The Oxford Dictionaries of catchphrases, euphemisms, rhyming, slang and quotations.
But just to kind of even it up and to show this, we weren't loading the dice at all. We are going to get just his first name in her colours. So he'll fully sign, but she's going to have partially signed. Anyway, they're on their way to you. The third set of them, I think we should keep around the studio. Or perhaps if Tommy Tiernan tears the place up now, Tommy Tiernan's with us this morning, perhaps you could take away prizes destined for our listeners. But please take them with you, because that's all we ever do around here.
I wasn't listening, I have no idea what's going on.
It's a spelling bee. It's a spelling bee going on. So, all you got to
Did you watch it? Did you go to the movies and watch that?
No, we haven't seen that.
No, I really want to see it.
It's a tribute and a salute around here. But all you've got to know is that anything that's destined to be prized, if it costs more than 15 quid, is just plunder and loot for the people who work around here. So it's, help yourself is what I'm saying, Tommy. So good morning, everyone. Yeah, the subjects before us on our very first launch of Dumb Day. We've been doing Dumb Day all morning, Tommy. It's not one of our more subtle phones.
Do I have to pay attention when you're talking?
Oh, man, alive, you have to hang on every word, because we do not. Todd, you may think you've come here to appear. It's time to work. You have to entirely play. We're doing Dumb Day around here, and then we've had people ringing in all morning saying, and the stories write themselves. They just say, we've had fellas doing dumb stuff, so they don't need to give the whole story, just the first bit. So we had a fella ringing in saying, I had a new girlfriend when I was 40. That's 40, by the way. And we were walking through the woods, and there was this rope swing. The rest writes itself. Another fella said...
She hung him or something?
Were it simple as that. He ended up being rescued by the fire brigade, and we believe him. Another fella was over in Hackney shopping for mousetraps, and he took a mousetrap out of the box and thought... How do they... The rest writes itself. Another fella DIY with a sledgehammer. So all morning we have people ringing in who, like Homer, straight out of a cartoon, they are the stereotype of the big dumb fella. Although the woman who wanted to see what a flame smelt like, so lit her lighter. Mind you, have you ever been anything? There's a very pleasing smell comes off a lighter, isn't it?
The smell of fire.
So I think, can I just say for the people who are not on the webcam moment, you've got a bit of the Kevin Rowland going about you this morning.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, you've got a...
That's the first thing I thought when he walked in.
A dress, is that what you mean?
That'd be the period, wouldn't it? He was in the other week and he looks great again, which is good.
Dress and mascara.
But you've given it hats off to Kevin around sort of 82, 83, which I think perhaps is...
Kevin Rowland's looking very smart these days.
Yes, he is, and very sane these days, which is the main...
Sorry to say.
It's a question I ask a lot of our guests.
It's one race I'm prepared to lose.
Have you ever been a dapper or a dandy there, Tommy?
Never, no. I've always been slightly scruffy.
Yeah.
Like yourself.
But you wear it well. I'm too... I used to, when I was a thinner, younger man, get away with that look. Now it just looks like I've come to light the boiler. Anyway, welcome aboard. You're gigging around at the moment, or rather gigging in situ. Where are you playing at the minute?
I'm doing a run in the New Ambassadors in London every weekend, Friday and Saturday nights.
Now,
that's very much.
Is this the first time in the theatre? Because we've had a few of the fellas in, Ross Noble and stuff, and taking...
They're all very overrated, I find, all those other guys.
Man alive, Ross barely got the show off the floor, and you keep asking him back.
He struggled against the Tweenies.
He did, yes, he was in when the Tweenies were in, it wasn't... He was second on the bill.
Who are the Tweenies?
Oh, come on.
I don't know. Who are the Tweenies?
You know that. You don't know the Tweenies.
I don't know the Tweenies.
You see, there's why you're not an observational comic. If you could go
Who are the Tweenies?
If you went... do yourself a favour, next weekend, just go out there and say, that Milo, what a purple kid, it'll bring that...
Oh, I do know the Tweenies, I do know.
Yes, of course you do.
Yeah.
Tweenies. But is it any different to you playing the hall, the place you play? Does that bring anything to your performance?
I know, it's different playing in front of English people and the sacrifices I have to make on behalf of my people.
Do you really? Oh, do tell. Hey, like what? Like what?
I don't know. I thought we'd move on to something else directly after that sentence, but we haven't.
We can do. We can drop, but as long as you tell me when we're off the air, because but you're aware you're playing London's busy West End as opposed to the Laugh-O-Meter at Stoke-on-Trent or something. Yeah.
Stoke-on-Trent wouldn't be a Laugh-O-Meter now. I think the further London is an oasis of comedy in the south. I think the rest of the south of England is very hard to make laugh.
We were told once that the toughest room was down there in Canterbury or somewhere, wasn't it? Somebody said there's something called literally the Dickens Ha Ha Inn or something. There's something down that way which is a terrible name. All these places tend to have.
I was onto the pub in, I know this isn't what it was called, but I remember a place in Barnet called the Retarded Fox.
No! The Retarded Fox? Please let us know if that exists.
Yeah.
I want to go. And there was a little stage at the back, was there?
No, it was in there drinking, but the Retarded Fox.
You're in London's busy West End. How's that going?
It's going fantastic, yeah. So another 2 weekends, and then off on the road around the country and around Ireland and America and stuff like that. So
where's your home base? Where is a venue you can walk in? You think, well, I've got no problems here. I'm just tear this place up.
Lourdes. Lourdes.
Any wounds you do suffer, of course, you can just dip yourself.
The Vatican City.
You said that our studio reminded you of Lourdes.
The sweets, yeah. I like the sweets. What do you think of the Pope?
We got the.
Do you like the Pope?
We've got the new.
I like the Pope.
Do you want to get on to the Pope business? I mean, I just keep thinking, is it his anniversary or something? I mean,
25 years.
No, we said what's happened is God has told him that he wants him to stay the Pope. So he's.
Well, where's he what? And he's going to hang in there.
He's going to hang in there until the end.
Because I think they tried to take the most unfortunate photographs of him. I mean, it can't always be like that. A fella couldn't function.
It's like Thor Herd, isn't he?
It is a bit of that. Although Thor, feisty selling the stair lift right up until the end. But we're not that far away apparently from. Well, they seem to be getting tetchy.
But you know what it's going to be like. It's like, I want to be the next one. No, I want to be the next one. Is there a lot of that
going on? Is there a lot of that going on? Where do you stand on that?
No, I want to.
I hope the next Pope is African.
Yeah.
I hope that'll be good, yeah. I think there's a Nigerian...
Is there likelihood of that?
Oh, yeah, there's a Nigerian Pope who's in training at the moment.
Training?
Yeah, he is, yeah.
One of those guerrilla camps out in Lagos or something, really?
Like Lahore.
Yeah. Actually, a real African Pope, it's a possibility. Because
There's a couple of African archbishops who are in the running for it. I think it'd be great.
Yeah, okay.
Or a Mexican Pope would be good, A Welsh Pope.
You're not going to get a Mexican. You're not going to get a Welsh Pope. Amy, do you want to throw your hat in the ring here? Do you have an interest in this sort of thing? Do you? Is Jenny in line to be a Pope, please?
No.
A lady Pope, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? A Pope-esh.
is blessed in that direction. Tommy, we're going to return shortly, and I believe we're going to even give away tickets to one of your to the whole house. We're going to play for the house this weekend. Tommy Tiernan's with us. We'll be right back. The time is Alan in Chesham. Where you go, Alan?
Well, still big problems on the Northern Line following the derailment at the weekend. There's no service between East Finchley and Euston Station due to this, and unfortunately there's a replacement bus service which is in operation. That's quite lucky, really, between East Finchley and Camden Town. It's non-stop to King's Cross from there. There's also a non-stop replacement bus service operating from East Finchley to Bounds Green. Also on the Northern Line, no service Golders Green to Charing Cross. A replacement bus service in between Golders Green, calling at all stations via Euston to Charing Cross. Now, obviously these buses are going to be really busy, so you do have to be patient this morning. Kentish Town Road northbound has a lane closed for accident investigation work. That's blocking one lane outside Camden Town Tube Station. Down in Caterham, the M25 anti-clockwise from junction 7 to 6. That's heading from the M23 around towards Godstone. 3 lanes are now open, which means one lane remains closed. That's following the vehicle fire. Tailbacks are back towards junction 8. Clockwise, so junction 5 to 7. 7 Oaks round to Gatwick. Anti-clockwise from junction 30 to 29, looking so A13 round to the A127. That's due to debris on the carriageway. Junction 25 to 24 heavy, that's anti-clockwise towards Potters Bar and Enfield, and anti-clockwise junction 22 to 20 slow, that's St Albans around towards Kings Langley. Anti-clockwise 17 to 15 around towards the M4, clockwise slow junction 9 to 13 as well. Broken down vehicle on the M1 southbound from junction 12 to 11, one lane blocked through there. Accident down in Bermondsey, St James's Road is restricted at the A2 Old Kent Road, the Canal Bridge interchange. Blackwall Tunnel, usual queues northbound from the Woolwich Road flyover, and down in Keston near Bromley, an accident on Western Road, the A233 between Heathfield Road and Down Road, closed both directions. Buses are on diversion. Accident on the North Circular, northbound at the A12 Redbridge roundabout, queues back towards Ilford Hill. Public transport, Queensway Station closed on the Central Line, and eastbound Jubilee Line trains are not stopping at Bermondsey. And the weather, locally heavy showers will affect eastern parts with brighter skies further west. Cold and breezy, maximum temperature of 12 degrees Celsius. Kate Allen, BBC London 94.9, next update at 8:30.
The headlines: an investigation's being held into yesterday's derailment on the London Underground, the second in 48 hours. The former royal butler Paul Burrell says Princess Diana gave him a handwritten letter in which she predicted she'd be killed in a car crash. And doctors have ordered Tony Blair to rest for the next 24 hours after being treated in hospital for an irregular heartbeat. BBC London 94.9, it's 8:17.
You're listening to London's radio station.
Coming up this week on BBC London 94.9. Tuesday from midday, Robert Elms's guest is former Foreign Secretary Robin Cook. And at 7, Danny Kelly presents live commentary on Port Vale versus QPR.
Wednesday,
if you're a young musician, blow your own trumpet all day on BBC London 94.9 and win a trip to California. And from 7, full exclusive FM commentary on Chelsea versus Lazio in the Champions League.
Thursday,
Ken Livingston joins Eddie Nestor and Kath Melandri from 5 and answers your questions.
Friday,
Danny Baker's guests for breakfast from 6 are Vince Clarke and Andy Bell from Erasure. And with the John Gaunt phone-in every morning from 9, that's the week ahead, here on BBC London 94.9.
Time is John in Farningham. The time is John in Farningham, and as I had a little discussion before that, we found out that amongst all of us, the only person who would put his head forward, although he's coughing politely and pointing to his chest to be the next Pope, is Mark O'Donnell, who says if he's called upon,
Yeah. I mean, you can have women popes, the first black pope, the first atheistic pope. Now that
is that true?
I'd like that.
First one was a socialist worker delivered it.
The first pope said, "I'm saying Franklin his whole God thing."
With his bald eggs. Tommy Tiernan's good enough to be with us. Perrier Award winner 1998, which rather like my radio personality.
52, Asian 52.
Exactly. I was a radio personality of the year 1992. It's got a wonderful Miss Havisham quality to the whole thing. Here's Jeremy and Battersea before we continue. Jeremy and Battersea, the latest person to step into our Monday Dumb Day, you stupid man phoning. Good morning, Jeremy.
Morning, Danny.
Thank you very much indeed. One doesn't have me dings on. There it is, there's your pound. Jeremy, what do you want, my friend? What do you got to tell?
Well, I had a moment of stupidity. I was 16 and bored during the day, and I'd come back from holiday, and one of the souvenirs I brought back was a harpoon gun.
Now, okay, hold it right there. You see, we're going to carry on with the story, but we do try to find the cut-off point where people who haven't got much time can go and amuse themselves, because the rest writes itself. I was going to stop him after he said I was 16 and bored, because that the rest writes itself. But you brought home a harpoon gun. Off you go, Jeremy.
Yeah, well, I was sitting around, and I had a packet of cornflakes, which I put on the top of a sofa, and I was using it as kind of target practice.
I see.
And to test my marksman skill, each time I shot, I would take a step back.
Oh, I see. Of course, yeah.
So I carried on like this for a while, until I got to the point where, unbeknownst to me, I was actually further away than the length of cord that attaches the spear to the harpoon.
Right, okay, yeah.
So I took a shot, and the cord sort of went twang, and the whole thing bounced back, and basically I shot myself in the head with a harpoon.
No, I thought it might drag you across the room, but of course, a harpoon.
So it'll go around in a big old...
Fortunately, there was a field recording made of this. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes the field recording of Jeremy and Battersea firing his harpoon, which then doubles back and hits him in the head. So there it is. That'll be the field recording of it. So, Jeremy, where did you get a harpoon gun from, for anyone who wants to reenact this?
The south of France. They're very liberal down there.
When you say shot yourself in the head, where did it enter?
Fortunately, just above my eyebrow. So I had like a little triangle of dots in the middle of my head. It bled a lot, and it wasn't too bad. But the worst thing was I had to go to school the next day, and my mum didn't think it was sort of sufficiently terrible for me not to go.
Head wound from a harpoon.
So basically, people kept on just coming up to me going, "What happened?" And I'm going, "No, nothing. You know, what happened?" I eventually, I shot myself in the head. What? I shot myself in the head with a harpoon gun. Okay.
This may echo some of the photos we've done before. In fact, it resonates with them soundly. But nevertheless, Monday from now on, for the next few weeks, is going to be Dumb Day. And we mainly like the openness to these. And when he told us, when I was 16, I was bored, and I had this harpoon gun. The rest writes itself. What are you saying, eh?
No, I just wanted to know if Jeremy's a graphic designer.
Are you?
I am. Yeah, I am. Hello, Amy.
All right.
Oh, it's a very small world. And does he want to be Pope? We don't know. Tommy Tiernan's with us this morning. When you won the Perrier, did you go nuts? Did it go to your head? Did you have agents banging on your door saying, "You're the man for us, come to BBC One"? Did it work like that?
No, I was exiled to Wales for 4 years. I was breeding comedy sheep.
Don't you are?
And I have them back in London now. We're performing tricks every weekend.
But you are doing the TV thing. Is this the TV thing you're doing on a stand-up show at the moment, or have you done that?
No, I've done all the TV stuff now.
What's that like? Does it work on TV for you? I mean,
stand-up?
Yeah.
Good stuff does, but mediocre stuff doesn't. So
isn't it terribly wasteful with the material, though? Don't you think? Well, I should say. Well, how does it feel having been on TV the previous night doing the stuff and then playing the next evening? Do you think, well, if they saw it last night, I'm dead in the water?
Well, yeah, that's the following night is difficult, but 3 years later, when you're still doing the same stuff, you're hoping people don't have the same.
What is your oldest
powers
bit?
of memory?
What is your oldest bit?
My oldest bit? Well, I actually my oldest bit would be about 7 months old.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's it. So 7 months
and
old.
when do you decide that's enough of that to move on?
When I get tired of it, which is pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not very good at doing stuff that I'm not interested in.
Yeah, but from the audience, I mean, it's like when you go and see bands and stuff, and they don't play the.
Who?
You go and see different
bands.
Yeah, different groups. Yeah, you go and see groups and they won't play their hits.
Yeah.
I mean, do you have fans who say, why don't you do the,
I mean, every time a novelist releases a new novel, you don't expect him to have big quotes of the previous novel in the book.
True enough.
So
yep.
it's like that,
Yeah.
And jokes have to be surprising and new. Well, it's not like Mass where everybody kind of sings along and at the appropriate places.
But people will be quite happy with that, and there's some comics who make a pretty good living.
There are, and I can name them.
The next question will be, who would you call over glass to go and see live? Awful evil thoughts coming into my head. Easy now. I should have phrased it another way.
Who would I crawl across cut glass to see?
Who do you think? Oh, that's it. That's the governor. That's the person who's
Big Eddie.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Big Eddie.
It will be that, won't it?
Yeah.
Isn't he? Where is he performing at the moment? In Moscow or somewhere? Where is he doing his show?
The Sahara.
Yeah, because he can speak it. Of course he can speak it. Yeah, and he's going down. And what's worse, there's a doctor.
He's going down a storm. Hey!
Exactly. Yeah. See, always keep the comedy fresh. And the first time you ever stood up on stage, always ask him, is it?
I played the Moon.
You didn't play the Moon.
I did. I played the Moon in The Owl and the Pussycat. Very important part.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, The Owl and the Pussycat went to sea in a beautiful pea green boat.
Oh, they
and
honey and
because they danced by the light of the moon.
They danced, yeah. So I was
were you
transplendent, translucent.
Hand in hand.
Did you have any lines in it? Did you?
Oh, no lines. No, just
beaming.
A vision.
Yeah,
I was the Moon. The Moon.
But I take it you're not from a traditional showbiz family, then? Is that?
Oh, I am. Yeah.
Your father was Fred Astaire. That's what I'm trying to wriggle out of you. Come on, don't be so coy about it. Okay, so you're at the next.
A family of farmers, which goes back to the Welsh sheep thing.
Are you really from a farming stock?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
And how comes you broke away into this mad miasma of showbiz that is London's busy West?
I thought it was time to leave the land.
Did they still give you the whole, when are you going to get a proper job, or is it past that stage now?
No, both my parents are mute. So they point and make faces, but I find once I'm not looking at them, I don't pay any attention.
The time is Claire and Emily in Lullaby Bay. Everyone owns a different minute on the show if you want.
Has winning the Perry Award changed your life?
It's made me taller.
Well, you come on, but stop doing the shtick. Now, I'll bet, obviously, you're virtually...
Stop asking me serious questions so fast. Just relax.
No, we don't. No, we don't. If we stop, we die.
Come on, get with the program.
Exactly. Yeah,
Did it change my life? No, not really. No. It made me very excited for a short little while.
Is it a burden? Or is it a good thing? Because everybody says, Perry Award winner, and then, your next show isn't very good. It could be stressful.
Yeah. But if you're getting better like I am, then it's okay.
Yeah. And how do you know when this is there one gag, one litmus test gag in the set, or one bit where you think, well, if this ain't playing, this ain't the right. Is there such a thing as a bad audience, or is it your fault?
Yeah, I have a thing about the Jewish ambassador to the UN, and if that goes down well, I know we're in for a good night, and if it doesn't, then I know I'll be shoveling my way out of it.
Yeah, and can you tell though that is there such a thing as a bad audience in your eyes? Is there a wrong audience? I mean, Jerry Seinfeld says if it's in the round, he says, "Oops, this ain't going to work." Anything under canvas, he says that's not going to happen. When do you turn up at venues? Do you always know what they're going to be like?
Mexicans. I find if I'm playing to Mexicans exclusively.
And how often, Toby, do you get to play to Mexicans?
3 or 4 times a week.
You're taking the show to Australia.
I've been to Australia, yeah.
And to the States as well.
Yeah, to America, yeah.
You've been there.
I've been there.
How did they react?
Very good. Initially, it was just a load of Irish people kind of turning up who would cheer every time I mentioned the name of a town. That they recognised. Yes, that was sing along with Tommy. Once a New Yorker said to come in. I played in New York last Thursday, and it was great. Yeah, it was fantastic. I actually got a standing ovation in the Comedy Club in New York last week.
Wow. There's something.
It's funny, when I went to see Peter Kay here in London, the audience was full of Northerners. Do you find that wherever you go, the Irish come out of the woodwork and...
Yeah, they do, which is kind of unfortunate.
In what way?
Well, I mean, I like playing to Irish people in Ireland, but I'm over here trying to play to English people, and you can't stop people coming to your show. But I don't want to be someone who is primarily a comedian for exiles.
Yeah. And I suppose they're non sequiturs, actually, just like you say, oh, Ballymena, and you go...
Yeah. Rashers and sausages and stuff like that.
That's quite funny. I'd work on that. But the first time you actually got paid for it, though, when was that? So you've been the Moon. I take it that wasn't a paying gig. When was the?
It was, yeah. Oh God, my parents insisted that if I was going to be in the local school play, that there'd be a contract. And
farming stock, all right. The Tiernan is farming stock.
Where was it?
I got paid in sweets. My first gig was in Galway, in the west of Ireland. I got paid about a tenner for it.
And how old were you?
I was 26.
Wow, that's quite late, man.
Yeah.
You're supposed to...
I was unemployed for a long time.
So come on, what else have you done? If you say, like, pig farmer and all that, because people always say that, they're a grave digger, pig farmer.
I wanted to be a social worker, a pool player, philosopher, priest, stacked shelves in a supermarket, worked with homeless kids.
The pool player bit of it, I'm saying on here.
I'm a bit of a shark.
Really?
Yeah. Fat Eddie Felsen. You like to play pool for money.
Do the other comics want to play with you, or do you think...
I've taken them all.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is there much competition? You see these things, comics backstage, and they think, right, they'll wish each other well and on that. But is it fierce, when you're waiting to go on, there's 6 or 7 comics doing the same night?
It'd be as competitive as DJ Land. How competitive
this is it. I mean, look at it. Yeah. It's Liberty Hall around here. We can do what we like. But do you find there are, okay, no names here, but there's some people who would wish you'd go out there and even your best bits will fall on stony ground?
There probably are, but I try to, I don't really hang around with them,
Yeah.
I don't.
Do you have chums who are comedians? Is it a club?
I have very few friends.
Do you really?
Yeah, I'm hoping to make some here this morning.
There will be shouting out sausages and bacon at the next thing and do that stuff about
And you're part of our lineup for the Children in Need Night of Comedy at the Empire on the 9th of November, Sunday. Well, we're just finalising the rest of the lineup.
Okay, so I'm the only one who's committed.
You're the only one so far, yeah.
No, later this week we're going to announce officially who's on the bill.
Who do you think might be on?
Well, when Eddie was in last week, we had to go out specially to buy him a barge pole, so we didn't touch the gig with it. So that shows you at the moment. So, last year was fine. It flew along,
It was great last year. I thought we had Danny LaRue on stage.
Danny LaRue tore the place up. Danny LaRue was a classic instance, Tommy, of Dr. Greasepaint. There was this fellow who was frail, but because we promote him so much on this show for one reason and the other, he agreed to do it. Now, but backstage we were all thinking, he's a grand old man of showbiz and all that, but it was like his music came on and he walked on the stage and he blew the roof off the dome.
What kind of stuff did he do?
He sang I Am What I Am on mime to a backing track and danced a little bit. But
that's all he has to do. He was fabulous.
It was one of those moments, and I know we're late, and he just looked at the audience and it was like, and whatever that is, he's got it, you know what I mean? And it is quite fearsome when you see it. Anyway, Tom, I do apologise. You talked around it. It is Tell Me a Story at the New Ambassadors this weekend and every weekend throughout October. The tickets 0870 0606 627. But if I might, I would put it off till our night, because then you're going to see basically a free gig, and he's going to tear the roof off the dome. Told me much off the air, as long as no other comics turn up. I tried it, but Tommy Tiernan, he's all week at the every weekend now at the New Ambassadors. Please come back and we'll tone it down next time, because as I say,
we should do a late night show maybe next.